Hey, it's Scott once again, and today I want to talk with you about the concept of being a reader. Those of you who follow my written posts, who get my written posts at greatresourcesforcoaches.com, you know that last week my written post was called Be a Reader. So, well, today I'm going to do a little video, shortened video version of that and touch on some of the points in there because, you know, it's been said leaders are readers, and I've always loved that quote. And the point is that, you know, the leaders of the world continually upgrade their knowledge. They're always looking for an edge, always looking to get more inspiration or gain something. And one of the greatest ways that they can do that is through reading. And so last week I wrote a written post, and I highly recommend you go to my site, greatresourcesforcoaches.com, and check out Be a Reader, because at the bottom of it I have a list of 10 books that I read this year that will help you in terms of leadership. They certainly are helping me right now, and they have throughout the course of the year. And I wrote that because I had set a goal for myself. I'm into goal setting. You're going to see a post in a week or two about the importance of goal setting. And last year, right around this time, I had set the goal that I wanted to, in 2018, read 2 books per month. By August, I'd hit my goal of 24 books. You know, that would have been the pace for 2 a month for the year. I got it and gotten that done in August. And so I continued reading, and I've continued to. I'm up to 31, and I'm in the middle of a book right now that I'm trying to get finished before the end of the year. So I would hit 32, and that's the most books I've ever read in a single year. My point is that I'm trying to upgrade, I'm trying to improve as much as I can, and that's one great way to do so. And so today, that's the first point. Make sure that you are focused on upgrading your knowledge, and one great way to do that is reading. Whether it's books, whether it's blog posts, whether it's articles, magazines, find a way to improve yourself. Some people, I wrote the post earlier this year, I just don't read. And I wrote a similar one a couple years ago. My point in there is okay, some of us are not necessarily readers, but there's a variety of ways to read. There's a variety of ways to upgrade knowledge. Whether it's listening to books by audio, or whether it's going to hear people speak in person, whatever it might be. YouTube videos like you're watching right now. There's a variety of ways to upgrade your knowledge, but this focus is specifically on books. And the list that I have in the post is 10 of the books that I read of the 31 that I've read this year that are really focused on, I think that will really help you in terms of your focus on being a better leader. So the first one, I'm just going to show you a bunch of them are on my iPad and my Kindle, so I can't show you all of them, but this one, Your Best Year Ever by Michael Hyatt. Michael Hyatt's a guy I've followed for the last, I can't even tell you, 3-4 years. And I've done his program, 5 Days to Your Best Year Ever. It's a goal-setting program right at the beginning of the year. He's actually got it open right now, and he's selling that. It's a great program. That book, Your Best Year Ever, really will help you figure out great ways to set your goals and then achieve your goals. The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Many people consider this to be kind of the Bible when it comes to speaking about the impact and importance of establishing habits, why we need to do so, and how to do so. Even more than that, in terms of how to do habits, was Brendon Burchard's High Performance Habits. This is a great book that I read earlier in the year. Each of these I'm kind of going in the order that I read them, but this one, Burchard, if you've not checked out Brendon Burchard before, I would highly recommend you get on his mailing list. Check him out on his website, because he does so many things for leaders and for self-help, or whatever you want to call it, improvement. But High Performance Habits, he talks about the high performance people of the world and 6 key habits that they have, that they all seem to have, and then he breaks those into even more manageable, smaller habits. And then the last one that I read, in November is, well, I read this over the course of 4 or 5 months because I got to it in snippets, but this is called Good to Great by Jim Collins. Now, this one is not a coaching book or a high performance for leaders book or anything like that. It's just Jim Collins and his team examining companies that were good companies and they looked at a lot of them, and they narrowed their focus and found 11 companies that moved from what they considered good into the realm of great and sustained greatness. And he outlines throughout different chapters the various elements that these companies had that made them get to great and stay at great. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't run a company, I don't have a company. That's not, neither do I. I mean, I do this, but my focus here in reading this, I highlighted the heck out of this book for coaches, for teams, for leadership. There were so many great points that I found in here, and I highly recommend you check this book out because it's a good one. So go to my website, greatresourcesforcoaches.com. Go to the blog page and find the blog post from a week or so ago called Be a Reader, and check that out. Check out that list. If you click on the the book there, it'll take you right to the Amazon page, or whatever website the book or booklets are on, and you can go ahead and pick those up yourselves. So I cannot stress enough, though, the impact, the importance, and the impact that reading will have on you in terms of your leadership. Make sure you check those out. Make sure you're doing some kind of reading throughout the course of this next year to try and help bring yourself to new levels of achievement and new levels of improvement. We'll talk to you again next week.